Hearing an all too familiar voice from next door, Arsalan pounds on the wall with all his might and cries out the name of his arch rival. I trust the VIP accommodation we've prepared are adequate, my dear Arsalan. We've even supplied it with the sweetest music, don't you think? Though please do speak up if it's not to your liking. You bastard! If only I could join the chorus and add my own pitiful shrieks to fill out the harmony. Why, just the other day, your companion Jacob struck me, and without even realizing it, I let out such a moan. The match ended in a draw, postponed due to injury. I was pulled from the field by my loyal subordinates and whisked away. Jacob's biggest weakness, really, is that he always acts alone. So I'm just grateful that now I can count him among my regiment of locals and harness that power of his. How dare you speak my name, or Jacob's, with that look in your eyes? You want me to make you feel pain like he did? Oh no, I can never permit you to take such base action, my dear Arsalan. The true owner of this body has made it quite clear that you in particular are to be handled with the utmost care. Arsalan makes as if to cry out once more, but it's then he finally realizes that something's changed in his surroundings. The voice he'd been hearing yell out from the room next door has taken on an entirely different character. Avarga's voice is no longer that of someone experiencing pain, but overcome with joy and unable to contain his laughter. The warmongers focus their attention on sad memories from past loops, while the invaders focus more on those that induce anger. Then there are the rulemakers. The memories we transplant into our subjects from past loops are happy ones. Happy memories? How does that work? Well, it comes down to the nature of the happiness we instill. It's the joy of being taught the unknowable by a superior being. Take financial fraud, for example. As a prosecutor, it's a subject I'm quite familiar with. Fraudsters feel like gods, guaranteed a profit as they accurately predict the rising and falling of stocks as if by magic. There are people who can do that? First I've heard of it. Wait, no. I guess I have heard of it before. It's very real indeed. But it comes at the expense of the masses, who feel cheated out of their rightful slice of the pie. For example's sake, let's use the stock prices. Will they rise or fall? It's basically 50-50, a coin toss. A fraudster might send letters to, say, 15 million people, proclaiming how the stocks will move. To half, they claim the stocks will rise. To the other half, they predict a decline. Once the stocks move, they contact the 7.5 million people who received the correct prediction, sending them another forecast. This process repeats, narrowing the group to 3.75 million recipients who, once again, received the correct prediction. Finally, in the last iteration, the fraudster sends a final letter to those unfortunate ones who received correct predictions every time, reading as follows. I have guessed right 3 times in a row. I am a god who can see the future. Please put your faith in me. Dalai Avarga has endured a number of different destinies through the past memories he's been selectively given. Sometimes he was in the warmongers as he is now. Other times he was instead a member of the rulemakers. And throughout all these past lives, he made a seemingly endless number of choices, through which countless people important to him often lost their lives. Yet it was always through his own judgment that he suffered the deepest loss. And it was always in times when he went along with the rulemakers that he came out ahead. Bombarded with memories reinforcing this idea, Avarga almost subconsciously comes to the conclusion that he shouldn't think for himself anymore. He should just do as the rulemakers say. That's fraud on a ludicrous scale. But how could no one figure it out? Caught in the chaos of the scheme, it's impossible to see the bigger picture. Only looking down from above reveals the truth. It plays upon our learned helplessness and upon the experience, the rush of success. That is the base stratagem employed by the rulemakers in every loop to date. Avarga, what have you done to him? Does it even matter? Wouldn't you like to join in the laughter, Arsalan? I fail to see what's so amusing, Archangel Israfil. What is it you hope to gain here? What a question! The rulemakers certainly aren't just doing this for sport, of course. We do not act upon mere whim. We have a firm plan in mind, of that you may be assured. And it's not far off from our plan to eliminate Solomon. In order for our strategy to succeed, it was all too necessary to write him out of the scene. Though I will say, perhaps around half of us, if not a bit more, may be acting on a whim after all. Yet not I. My goal here is simple. It's what I desire more than anything, to apply a dead end upon that royal path of yours. Now then, I'm afraid that's all the free samples you get. If you want more, you'll need to enter a pact with me. But do so, and I swear by my good name that I will tell you absolutely everything I know about the rulemaker's new strategy. So, will you do it? I trust your answer will be a favorable one for me, Lancelot. What are your terms? Tell me what it is you want. You are a tough nut to crack, aren't you? Well, your instincts are keen. There's a certain price only you can pay. I have but one single term. I want you to say, of your own volition, that I am your number one. I have zero problems with this arrangement. Huh? Oh, he has a praise kink. That's it? I don't really understand the point. Half of it is indeed for my own gain, though I can assure you there is no ulterior motive attached to that, nothing sinister. The other half is for my own pleasure. As he says this, Bael once again stares hungrily at the ring on your finger. Should you, his successor, acknowledge me as number one for the first time? Well, it may not seem like much to you, but to me it would mean everything. Without that approval, I can hardly go on. These countless histories that have piled up over the years are my sole source of pride. What should I do? I still don't quite understand, but... Whoa! You really asking old Nyarl for advice? Hail Mary, full of grace! I say you just follow your heart. Ain't no answer right or wrong here. Even the God I look up to knows not the future. Well... Alright, I'll say it. Yes! Praise me! Oh, it sounds so sweet! Thank you so very, very much, Lancelot. It's the first thing you ever said to me, and saying it of your own volition truly means the world. Bro has a next level praise kink. It's the premonitory alarm. There's a high probability we have an intruder among us. All hands be on high alert. Seeing the future does not inherently preclude victory. Should an amateur boxer know precisely which punches a professional were to throw, would that ensure a win? I am that professional. I am a pro at information warfare and sabotage. Without any world representatives in attendance, I would bring shame to my profession should I not be able to handle this much. Power's off throughout the Institute, and I'm getting some big intel now. Do not be overly greedy, Sendai. Once escape has been ensured, we set the place alight. Yo! I just noticed Tadatomo was wearing his father's coat. By request of the Mega Alliance, and for a nominal fee, I am all too happy to lend my aid as a member of the Agents. Mr. Avarga, you certainly seem to have had your fill of this place, no?
Aye, like moths to a flame. I take it this man is someone important to you?
Just a colleague, really. Someone who put his trust in me to give him care. I am therefore the only one permitted to poke and prod at him, and I do not intend to give up that privilege lightly. Which means it's punishment time. Let's expose your information, shall we, Israfil? Miniaki Arima, whose information game is the strongest in Tokyo, speaks his opponent's name as though it were common knowledge. Engrave my name of Miniaki Arima unto thee, higher clairvoyance. Do your worst. There is no sweeter sound than the screams of those who speak with utmost confidence. So I implore you to play me my favorite symphony. Let me hear your music ring out. Engrave my name of Israfil upon thee, Exidium in excelsis. And now, the transient summon.